What is up, everybody? Good morning. Happy Monday if you celebrate Mondays. Most people don't, but if you do, happy Monday. Great WOD. Good to see you, Seth Monsters. Glad you're feeling better, dude. Was really worried about you over the weekend. Aero, we're going to talk about Xbox bad. Actually, no. Besides that little snippet right there, nah. We're not actually covering anything Xbox today, surprisingly. But yeah, great WOD. I was like, it's May. It's the only time I can use JT in the thumbnail. And May's pretty stacked, so why not? But we're just going to jump right to the news. And first off, the big story last week was PlayStation and the whole DRM issue with the 30-day check-in that, well, it started first. People were saying it was a 30-day online check-in that you had to do every 30 days or else you wouldn't be able to access your game. And then, excuse me, eventually PlayStation came out and said, no, it's a one-time check right after the 14-day return period ends. And then once that check is done, there's no more checks. But for me, I see it as being a slippery slope to a lot more nefarious things that, there's not really a whole lot of evidence of it, but it's like, at the same time, it's like, okay, these companies are going to company, and there's not really much that we can do besides complain about it. But the DRM situation, I'm not a fan of it whatsoever. See, amazing, no bad. At least this week, they haven't stepped on the rake yet this week. I mean, but it's also only Monday. See, so is the check just for people gaming the return? Yeah, that's what they're claiming. But I'm kind of in the middle on it. Like, I understand the rationality behind it, but at the same time, it's like, okay, if you're willing to do a DRM for that, what's to stop you from adding some type of system to where it's a continuous, reoccurring license check? But it's reasonable for them to lock the license to you once after the return. Yeah, and I'm not saying, like I said, that makes perfect sense, and I can understand that, but it's like, with how these companies operate, though, is that where the buck's going to stop, though? That's my whole issue or concern with it. It's like, okay, y'all are doing this. I can understand the reasoning. I see the logic. See it clear as day. But you're doing that. Is this where it stops at? Yeah. But other than that, this article on Gizmodo literally says, freak out over PlayStation DRM was a big nothing burger. Which, that's what a lot of people were saying, like, when it first started coming out. I mean, especially people who tend to lean more towards PlayStation. But y'all know me, especially the people in here right now. Y'all have been around for a while. Y'all know how I am when it comes to things like this. I try not to jump onto the bandwagon unless the evidence is there to jump on the bandwagon. I try to avoid jumping on that because most of the time, if you jump on the news right when it hits, you're going to have either false information, inaccurate information, or you're going to back yourself into a corner you can't talk yourself out of. And I don't really want to do that. I just want to have a conversation with y'all. See, Seth Monsters, if they were less greedy, the same functionality could be used to actually sell your digital license to a game to someone else, but they would never do it. Yeah, and that's the thing that's really weird. Like, they're all up in arms about DRM, but it's like, okay, you're killing off physical, for all intent and purposes, you're killing off physical media, and then you're giving people no option to sell the digital good once they're done with it. And I think that, like Seth, that's a really good idea. I've thought about that a lot, and it's one of those things where it's like, on paper it sounds good, but how would someone sell it to corporate is the thing. There would have to be some type of thing that they get to scrape some type of data from you when you request to sell the code or something like that. But PlayStation specifically, I don't see them doing that unless that becomes the industry standard. That was Don Patrick's plan that got lost in all the disasters in 2013. Yeah, Yeah, like, and that's the thing too, like, everyone just tries to slam dunk on Don Matrick mainly because it's easy. But the dude actually didn't have, like, his ideas weren't terrible. The implementations of said ideas were the problem. See, Great Wall, I think that could end up being a competitive advantage for the platform, really. Yeah, it really could. Because, like, everything's going, like, look at how long it took multi-platform games to, like, catch on. Like, all of us consumers wanted it, the big companies didn't want it. Because they wanted to be able to nickel and dime you. If you were a multi-platform gamer, they wanted to be able to charge you for every single thing across every single platform. Once, like, Fortnite started doing cross play and cross progression and all that, that kind of went kaput. Yeah, and see, that's another thing too. Like, people want to dogpile on Epic Games. Like, I mean, you know, you're entitled to your opinion on Epic Games, but I like the theme that they're trying to do, if that makes sense. Like, I like the ideas they're coming up with and the little odds and ends that they're doing, but it's like, from an overall standpoint, it's like, okay, what are you doing with Fortnite? You're partnering with Disney, you're doing this, you're doing that, you're adding this mode, you're adding that mode, you added the crew, and then is also, if anyone still plays Fortnite, is rocket racing still a thing? Because I don't think I've seen that because I believe at one point that was part of the crew pass, if I'm not mistaken. And then I haven't seen anything on it since. Oh, it closed down? Dang. Oh yeah, everything's not an easy W. But yeah, that's the DRM with PlayStation. And like I said, ended up being a big nothing burger. They didn't really get anywhere. Never played Fortnite. Oh, okay. It's closed down. So did. What do you mean? Oh, what was it called? Reload? Was it called Reloaded? The, like, tactical CSGO knockoff. I think that's what it was. I could have swore I saw that in the launcher. I think I played it one day last week. But, yeah, Fortnite just needs to find its identity. Like, it's trying so hard to be everything without having an identity. Like, they added the Save the World. They made that free to play, which, as far as I can tell, if you bought the Save the World edition, you didn't really get anything extra for being, you know, buying it when you had to pay for it. You didn't have an option to get it for free. But, you know, it is what it is. But anyways, I don't know if y'all caught my stream. I think both of y'all were in there. But no, I played some Saros last week. So let me just get this playing. But no, I'm actually really enjoying it. So I actually ended up playing. I ended up playing it off stream after I did what y'all are seeing right here, my first stream of it. And I actually ended up beating the first boss and getting to the second boss. And then I did another run. I think it was Saturday night. And I think I got like 1.5, so like halfway through the second boss, and then just got smacked around like it was nobody's business. But no, Saros, I really enjoy the game. I will probably do another stream of it on Wednesday. That is the goal, because tomorrow I've picked up this game. My wife got me this for our anniversary, but I picked this game up at Walmart because I looked at it and I was like, wait, Steelbook Deluxe Edition. It was only $35, but it's called Screamer. Let me but now look at that Steelbook. That thing looks dope. Sorry, apologize, the lighting is like messing it up, but no. So basically, this is an anime racing game that, like, the only thing I did before I bought it was I looked on Steam to see how it reviewed, and it was I think it said mostly positive. But anyways, that I'll be streaming that game tomorrow. Should be about the same time that this started. I'm thinking 10 or 11 a.m. somewhere in there. But yeah, that's, yeah, Saros. The combat is really fun and satisfying as long as you don't get. I've already started noticing guns I like and don't like. Like, I'm not really a fan of the shotguns or the pistols. From what I've played so far, the best gun, in my opinion, is the tactical rifle, or I think it's called the auto rifle. And basically, the auto rifle auto aims, so you can focus on traversal and moving around and dodging projectiles. But the thing that really aggravates me is that Saros is PS5 only. Like, no PC, not on PC, nothing. And it's like, dude, y'all put Returnal on PC, and that game looks and runs phenomenally on PC. But, I mean, to PlayStation's credit, though, I mean, or Housemarque's credit, the game runs great. Or, like, I just have a base PS5. I don't have the Pro. I have just the PS5 Slim with the disc drive. That's it. And what you're seeing here, like that, what you see is what you get. It runs great. I will say, if anyone's looking to play this, one big hint: the blue orbs you can actually, if your shield is up, you can actually absorb the blue ones, and it builds your shield up, which allows you, which if you see right here, this bar right here, that's actually your, I guess, special or ultimate ability, whatever you want to call it. And it actually does a decent amount of damage to tankier, or, you know, enemies that have a lot more health. It takes a decent chunk out of them, but it is, in my opinion, it's a pain in the butt to try to dodge all these obstacles that are coming at you. Because there's red orbs, blue orbs. The blue orbs you can recharge your shield with. The red orbs obviously hurt you, but then there's also yellow orbs, which is like a toxicity toxin, and it actually builds up in your health meter. So even if you find health, until you pop your ultimate again to expel the toxins, it actually fills up, like right here on the screen, this health bar. It'll actually fill it up from the top down, and if it fills up completely, you're dead. So you have to avoid all that stuff while trying to traverse. And again, look, I said all that just to say, like, that's why I like the auto rifle, or the smart rifle. Sorry, not auto rifle, smart rifle. There's a lot always happening on the screen. Definitely a lot to think through in a very fast way. Yeah, and the cool thing is like the boss fights, I don't want to say they're overwhelming, because I mean they kind of are, but the boss fights, they're not unfair. Like, you're not gonna die and then be like, man, that was a bunch of crap, I don't even know how I died from that, this is stupid. Nope. Yeah, thank you, Great Wall. Make sure to like and subscribe if you like the content. I'm trying to work out some type of schedule. Right now it's just kind of, I'm gonna try to stream as much as I can. My goal is to stream at least 3 times a week and attempt to get a video out. I still haven't put out my Pragmata Steam Deck performance review yet. That's still a work in progress. I had to put that on the back burner. Real life stuff and some other stuff I'm doing on the channel had to take some priority over that. But don't worry, the Pragmata Steam Deck video will come out. It's not just going to fade into obscurity. It's going to actually come out. But like I said, just a lot of stuff going on in the background behind the scenes. But yeah, again, Saros, if you have a PS5, I recommend the game. Again, gameplay loops is fun. The controls are solid. It runs buttery smooth on the base PS5. And yeah, if you haven't picked it up yet, definitely check into it. But I think that's gonna do it for that. All right, now the big chunk of the show. All these daggone games coming out this month. Like, it's May 4th, which, if you like Star Wars, May the 4th be with you. Hey, what up, Grumpy? How's it going, buddy? Just coming to say hi because I'm engaged in Diablo 4 right now. Yeah, I saw you hopping back into Diablo 4 on Discord. I might have to hop on there and just give it one last hurrah shot at seeing if I can get into it. Because I did like Diablo 3. But Anyways, like I was saying, May is freaking stacked. Like, May 7th, we got Mixtape, which, if you're not familiar with Mixtape, it is, I believe, the developer is called Beethoven and Dinosaur. I believe that's the name of the... Yeah. And they put out a game a couple years ago called The Artful Escape, which, if you like artsy-fartsy games with some Jimi Hendrix-esque guitar riffs on a musical soul-searching journey, I know it sounds like a lot, but very, very fun game. This is their next game, Mixtape, which takes place in the 80s, and it follows a couple of teenagers just living life. I'm like, cool. So you're going to take 80s music, which I'm a big 80s music fan, even though it was before my time, but that's what I was raised on, was 80s music. As soon as I saw this, it was after I played Artful Escape. I'm like, dude, I cannot wait for this. But it's finally coming out. I don't know if I'm going to be able to play it on launch, but also, too, it might be a game just for copyright issues. That might be a game that solely gets streamed on Twitch, just so I don't have to deal with copyright issues. And then if I can find a way to, get a bunch of clips of it together and throw together a video for YouTube, I'll do that. But yeah, Mixtape, coming out May 7th. Deadest Disco, another game that, if you haven't played, there's a demo on Steam. It's basically a game that syncs the BPM to a song to combat within the game. And I've played the demo, I think it was some point last year. Pretty cool. There's some BPMs that are they don't really jive that well, but if you can find a song that the BPM jives with the game is awesome. It's basically kind of like vaguely like the combat system in the Batman Arkham games, but like I said, it's set to whatever song you put into it. But yeah, that comes out May 5th in early access, so I might try to give that a shot at some point soon-ish. I'm just gonna kind of scroll through and just kind of hit the highlights on stuff that I'm interested in. Oh, Devil May Cry Season 2 coming May 12th to Netflix. I think this was another game that people were interested in. Directive 8020. Oh, this is Supermassive's next Dark Pictures game. Okay. Well, that's coming out May 12th. Didn't even know that existed. But there it is. Indiana Jones Great Circle. Finally hitting Switch 2. Let's see. Darksiders War Mastered. Yeah, remaster of the first Darksiders game from the Xbox 360, PS3 generation, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, 2010. So that comes out May 19th. My peoples, we are literally less than 2 weeks from Forza Horizon 6. I need to see some like excitement in the chat, because I know every single person that's in this chat right now is pumped for this game. I cannot wait for Forza Horizon 6. If you get the Ultimate Edition, you get the 4-day early access. A couple car packs, VIP pass, which that's the standard for the Ultimate Edition for Forza Horizon. It gets you your super wheel spins and some extra goodies and whatnot. A little bit on the expensive side, but for me, Forza is just one of those. Well, Forza Horizon, I should clarify, is one of those franchises that they haven't let me down yet. I'm there day one. Well, I guess technically I'm there day -4. Because I'm getting the early access edition. But if you don't want to fork up the money for it, be on Game Pass on the 19th and on Xbox and PC, so you can do that. Or if you really enjoy Forza like I do, like I put a lot of time into those games when they come out. So great, well, I'll play it at some point, but won't be able to pick it up immediately. Gotcha. Yeah, that's perfectly fair. And also, I know you have a PC. So, I mean, you could just pick up a month of PC Game Pass and just try it out, see if you like it. Save you some money instead of trying to decide on, oh, well, do I need to pay $70 up front to play this, or do I just pay you know, was it $13.99 for 1 month and just see if I like it or not. But I'm really excited for this. You know, it's in Japan. It's what we've been waiting for this for forever. I think once the first Horizon came out, people are like, Japan, 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 Japan. And every single game since, that's what people want, Japan. And we're finally going to Japan. Definitely true. I'm sure it'll be great, though, especially in Japan. I love Asian. Dude, so do I. So much. I hope to one day be able to go there. But I just know that I'm going to have an issue over there because I'm going to want to bring everything home. And flying, you can't bring everything home unless you want to pay for it. But yeah, Forza Horizon 6 comes out on the 15th for the Ultimate Edition, 19th for the Standard Base Edition. And yeah, we're just running around in Japan. And like Mag said, Mag, myself, I think he said Colt Eastwood might play. But I know the group... why does it keep doing this? Dude, stop it. I don't know why the music, every time I do the music, it wants to mess up. Anyway, let's see. That's my thing too. Yeah. But yeah, anyone that's in the community, probably next week I will add the Forza Horizon 6 channel voice chat to the Discord server, so that, you know, anyone wants to get in there. And hopefully this game really gets people to join the voice chat, so we can, you know, we can start doing community game nights and stuff to where we can take some old games and revive them for a night or something like that. Like, have like a night where if you're on PC, we all hop on Black Ops 2 or something like that. Let's see, Grumpy Old Fart, does Mag and Colt gonna play Mag and Colt played earlier like you, or on the 19th? I'm not sure. But if I had to take a wild guess, I would say Colt will be playing it early. I would be shocked if he didn't end up with a review code, which I actually applied for a review code, review copy. But I don't know if I'll get it. But you know, I love the Forza series, and you know, if they were willing to give me a shot on it, I mean, y'all see my content. I'm constantly evolving, changing stuff, seeing what works, what doesn't, and you know, getting feedback from you lovely people to see just, you know, what I can improve on. But yeah, the Ultimate Edition 15th, Standard 19th. So the 15th is a Friday, the 19th is Tuesday. But that game's gonna do game busters when it comes to I got a feeling, even though they raised the price of the Ultimate Edition, I still think they're gonna have an influx of people that just buy it day one. And the thing that's kind of sucky is, like, I would love to have like the like if they do a steelbook for the deluxe edition, I would love to get that. But if you get that, like for me, it would cut me off from, well, actually, I guess it wouldn't. But I mean, I'd be paying for the deluxe edition and then turn around and paying monthly for Game Pass just to have access to the base game on PC. I'd rather just buy it digitally. Like, yeah, it sucks not having the physical, but it's like, I like to play on Steam, but every once in a while I like to kick back on the couch and play on my Xbox. If I buy it on Xbox, it's an Xbox title, it's a first party game, so it's going to be play anywhere. So I'll just buy it once and be done with it. But yeah, I will be playing Forza Horizon 6 is a day one, so I don't think they've said anything about release time. I'm assuming it's just going to be midnight. Whenever it hits midnight your local time, it'll just unlock. But yeah, I cannot wait for Forza Horizon 6. Let's see, anything. I know my wife is interested in this game. She likes the coffee talk games. They're basically just, they're not dating sims. It's basically you work at you're a barista and you just have conversations with different fantastical creatures and people. But yeah, if you're into those type of games, Coffee Talk Tokyo comes out May 21st for literally everything. Yeah, cozy game. I don't blame. I believe. I'm sorry, you don't have a PlayStation, do you, Wah? You're PC and Switch. I was gonna say if you had a PlayStation though, the first Coffee Talk is on PlayStation Plus currently. Either the first one or the second one is, I can't remember. Well, I know one of them is currently on PlayStation Plus. All right, up here you go, Wah. Are you gonna be picking this one up? Yoshi and the Mysterious Book. See, Great Wallet Coffee Talk game. Yeah, yep, they are. Say, hey, what up, Apollyon? Lego Batman Deluxe Edition pre-order excludes 72 hours starting on May 9th. Yeah, I saw that, but then I actually I believe it was Seth Monsters brought it up yesterday. The requirements for it are weird. Like the minimum specs are for 1080 60 and you have to have FrameGen enabled. For recommended set specs, it's 1440p 60 FPS with FrameGen. See, I will probably pick up the Yoshi game, especially for my kids. Gotcha. Hey, what up, Ion Storm? Oh yeah, in case y'all didn't know, starting sometime later this month, I will be the permanent co-host of Ion Storm's Gaming News Live. So, what is up to you, man? Appreciate you for being here. Let's see here. What's up, co-host? Not long now, bro. Just finished work, so thought I'd jump in to say hello. Nice. Let's see. Apollyon, so what would mine be then? What do you mean? What would yours be? Oh no, you would for Batman, you'd be able to do 1440 60 with FrameGen. I just think that's wild that they're specifying that you have to have FrameGen enabled to get 60 FPS. But yeah, the Yoshi, I'm gonna be honest, this isn't really a me game. Like, if it was back in the day and it wasn't, you know, a $60 game, I wouldn't possibly think about it. But the Yoshi games have just kind of lost me. But if you do like the Yoshi games, like if you like what was it, Crafted World, and the standalone Yoshi games from the Switch, seems like a solid game if you like those. It's just, for me personally, it's not for me. But that comes out May 21st and it's exclusive to the Switch 2. Bubsy 4D, like I remember seeing this at like Blockbusters and stuff to rent back in the day on like PS2. Other than that, I really don't know much about. I don't know much about this series. But Bubsy 4D, if you're interested, May 22nd, coming to everything. Last gen, current gen, Switch 1, Switch 2, PC. There we go. Lego Batman. Legacy of the Dark Knight, May 22nd, which, like Apollyon Crow just said, if you get the deluxe edition, which I believe is $90. What are you doing, WB? You get that version, you get 72 hours of early access. So, for some of you, it'll either be, am I playing Forza or am I playing Lego Batman? Because if you get the Ultimate Edition, which, I mean, honestly, if you got the Ultimate Edition for both, I mean, that'd probably be the way to go if you really want to play the games and hate money. But, some of us can't do that. So, I think, which also I game share with Apollyon, so I think the way it's going to end up working out is he'll get this, and then I'll get one of the other, I'll probably end up getting 007 or something, one of the other games that comes out this month, which we haven't even gotten to that. But yeah, Lego Batman looks like a really great game. Looks like a culmination of all the different decades of different Batmans that we've had throughout the decades. And that's coming out May 22nd for next gen or current gen platforms and PC. Which I think I could have swore this was getting a Switch 2 port. Hey, what's up, Bernie? Seth Monsters, 15 FPS. Yeah. Dude, it better not run at 15 FPS. That would suck. But yeah, I guess it's not. I'm pretty sure it's coming to Switch 2. I'm assuming the Switch 2 port's just delayed. And then, Yeah, so yeah, Lego Batman, May 22nd, and then 007 First Light, May 27th, which the more I see of this game, the more I'm like, gimme, just fork it over. Come on, hand it over. Take my money. Just take it. I'm ready. Because every time they've done, I think for the last month or two, they've been doing like little sizzle reels and stuff like that for it. And I'm like, wow, this actually looks freaking amazing. I'm like, it's really making my brain start to go, are we back? Oh, we're so back. The gaming industry's back. A little bit. Just a little bit. I'm not getting my hopes up. But hey, if gaming industry's finally getting its head out of its butt and we get good games again consistently, fine by me. Have you covered GameStop buying eBay? That's what I forgot. So last week when I heard about that, Bernie, I literally thought it was the other way around. I thought eBay was trying to buy GameStop, not GameStop trying to buy eBay. And then I literally saw that this morning when I was doing my notes, and scatterbrain. The second I thought about it, my brain just went poof. But I will add that to the end of the show of things that we talk about. Thank you for bringing that up, though. Grumpy Old Fart, if Paramount is getting WB, what's going to happen to WB Games Division? Yeah, that's an interesting thing. I think I actually need to look into that more. I haven't looked into that since the whole Netflix buyout just kind of dissipated. But I would assume wherever, if Paramount's getting WB, I would assume Paramount would be getting the development studios too. But that's just me. The Great Wall, Lego Batman is up for pre-order on Best Buy, but doesn't have a release date. Okay, that's what I figured. And that's the thing I think I've talked about in other videos before or other live streams. The Switch version of these like high-end AAA games, they have to get these delays under 6 months. Like, what was it? There was one game on here. Yeah, Indiana Jones. It's like, dude, we played this last year. It literally took them a year to get it to Switch 2. Scribble Part Netflix is out now. It's Paramount. Yeah, I knew Netflix was out, but I haven't looked into it since that. Seth Monsters, Usher. Bernie, 56 billion offered. Jeez. Bernie, I wasn't even looking at your comment. I literally just saw where you put Usher in there. See, Seth Monsters, it comes with the DC IPs. See, and that's the thing though. I don't think the DC IPs went with Warner Brothers even when Netflix was buying them. I think it was going to be some type of structured agreement. Great Wall, Indiana Jones, it's all on physical cartridge, which is pretty cool. Yeah, that is cool. I wish Nintendo would just do that instead of this whole game key card crap, which I'm still not on board with that. Like when the Switch 2 first came out, I tried it. It's stupid. No, game key cards make no sense. Like, and if it was a good thing to help smaller devs get their games on a cartridge, I'd be all for it, but we know that's not how Nintendo operates. Say, Bernie, GameStop has $9 billion cash on hand. Really? Good for them. I didn't even realize that. I thought I knew they had a little, I think they kept from going bankrupt because the whole meme, my stocks thing that happened a couple years ago, but I thought they were back on life support. But that's wild. Let's figure out what Nintendo is, but not all third-party publishers are. Yeah, well, see, there's a caveat even for Nintendo though. I think I messed it up the last time I tried to reference it. It's one of two ways. It's either if it's developed by Nintendo, they make it towards no game their games don't come on game key cards. The full game's on the cartridge. But if it's published by Nintendo, they can get away with the game key card because of the way they worded it. Yep, crazy meme stock stuff, Seth. Yep. Bernie, yes, from what they had, the meme stock thing, they diluted and kept. Smart. That's probably the smartest decision GameStop's made in a long time, because, so here's my thing. I think GameStop, one of their biggest red flags for me was buying ThinkGeek. Why? Like, okay, yeah, cool, you want to expand your collectibles market in your stores? Cool, by all means do that. Why did you have to buy a solely online store for mainly plushes? And now, if you look, half their store is just plushes and collectibles now, that most of which end up going to clearance. So it's like, how about this? Go back to selling games, have a little designated area for that stuff, because Funko Pops are dying. I don't know how YouTube's is doing. I'm assuming YouTube's is still profitable, I would assume, because they're a lot more pick and choose of who they work with, what IPs they grab. Let's see, right, well, that's fair, because I think the developer has a lot of decision rights about load speeds for the game. At least that's what I heard. Yeah, I've heard similar stuff to that as well. But yeah, I think the game key cards are a trash concept with how they're using it right now. But yeah. All right, let's see. All right, 007. Oh, hey, another Bluey game. This is what, like the 4th? Oh, okay. So this was a mobile game that's now coming out for everything except mobile. Alright, Paralyze. Looks like another Sims and Enzoi knockoff, which, you know, if you like those, cool. That looks like a, what is that one game called? My wife plays it a lot. I can literally see the name of the game. It's one where you run a farm. I don't know why I can't think of the name of it. I was hoping maybe this little snippet right here would have said the name of the game, but I can't remember what it's called. This looks like a PS2 game. Stardew Valley, thank you. Thank you, Great Wall. That's what I was thinking of. But yeah, that's the entirety of May, which we will go ahead and pull up the GameStop eBay story, and that's what we will. Let's see here. I want something that's not political. Can I get something from, like, not Kotaku, but like Game Rant, something? GameSpot, there we go. Let's see, Bernie, what are you expecting for the Helix presentation this week? Well, the fact that you saying that's the first time I've known that it is happening. But since you caught me on the spot, there's a Helix presentation this week. I think it's going to be rough specs, and then they might show what it looks like. Shadow drop. It's more for devs. Oh, okay. Yeah, so with that context, it being more for devs, I would expect... I would expect for them to give details, but kind of be hesitant about going all in on specific aspects. Oh, thank you for the link, Great Wall. We'll just pull that up. Oh. Yes, I'm sure I want to leave YouTube. Oh, okay, sweet. This is the actual thing. Okay, cool. Cool. Thank you, Great Wall. Seth Monsters, I expect a full reveal in June. I'm more hesitant on a full reveal. I think they're gonna do something similar to what they did with the Series X and S, or actually with the Series X, because I don't think the S got announced. I think I think they both got announced at the same time, but I think the S got showed off later. Because the Series X was shown off at the Game Awards 2019. Let's see, Bernie, think we may find some nuggets in it, but agree, Seth, June or 25th anniversary. Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. I'm more towards, you know, since this is more, like you said, it's more towards a dev thing. It's not technically a public-facing event. I would assume that it would just be, hey, here's a little sprinkle. Here's what we're working on, but you're gonna have to wait until, you know, this day, this time to find out more. But yeah, the game. That was my thought. Seth, was, you know, they're just gonna do what they did last time, because I mean, I don't know if y'all remember, but man, I was so hyped just sitting there watching the Game Awards, minding my own business, and then what? Wait, what's this? Wait, Xbox just teased their new system? Oh, dang. Okay, cool. We're here. The future. Alright, let's just jump into this. I'm trying to skim through this just to kind of get the gist. Okay, non-binding proposal to acquire 100% of eBay. $125 a share in cash and stock. 46% premium to eBay's unaffected closing price. GameStop's built 5% economic stake in eBay through derivatives of beneficial ownership. Full proposal load of heavy metals available here, which I'm assuming that's what this is. Let's see, $125 a share, comprising 50% cash, 50% GameStop common stock, with full shareholder election rights. Okay, $1.2 billion from sales and marketing, roughly $300 million from product development, and roughly $500 million from general administrative. Okay, let's see here. Bernie, think we see form factor at 25th anniversary shit? Yeah, I think that would be. It'd be cool if they could find a way to hit all three of those things, like, you know, the Helix presentation this week, drop some hints, and then at the Summer Games Fest, drop some more hints, maybe hint at some games that might possibly be coming at launch for it. And then show the whole thing at the Game Awards. Do like a 2-3 minute segment showing it off. Sorry, music had to switch back again. Hey, Abraham, what's up, buddy? The Seth Monsters, I think they are more anxious to get it out there with Steam Deck looming. I'm putting my money on June. Well, I get what you're saying. You mean the Steam machine? But I think Steam's just struggling right now, trying to figure out what they want to do. Let's see here. Bernie, supposedly PS6 will be out before Helix. If it is, it'll be months. It's not like it'll be like the 360 and PS3, where the 360 came out a year before the PS3 did. Let's see, Seth Monsters with a June 2027 release. Yeah, I think I was telling 78 Inc. that a couple weeks ago. It's like these companies, like, why are y'all locking yourselves to fall, winter for releasing hardware? Nintendo doesn't do that. Meta doesn't do that. PC doesn't do that. Why do these consoles have to come out in October, November? Why can't they come out in, you know, like Seth's saying, June? I think any time between May and July, great time to release a console. You get to, because kids are going to be home for the summer. Parents are going to be wanting to look for something to entertain their kids. Boom. I mean, obviously not every parent's going to immediately go out and buy one of these things for their kid, but yeah, it puts the thought in people's heads. Let's see here. Imperman just chilling before heading to work. Man, nice. Don't work too hard. See, Seth Monsters consoles all used to release in the late spring back in the day. See, I don't remember that. But I didn't really start paying attention to the industry until like halfway through the 360 generation. City Great Wall, probably because of Christmas money spending. Yeah, and I get that, but also too, we also got to remember now that the games aren't shoehorned around September, December anymore. Like, perfect example, Resident Evil came out in February. Like, that used to be like no man's land. That used to be where publishers get rid of their slop. It's like, oh well, these are really trash, but we'll put them out and see what they do. We've already put the money into developing them. Let's just see what we can get out of them. Where's the harm? Super Hound, the reason is because that's when people are looking to spend more on gifts for the holidays. Yeah, and that makes sense. But what I'm saying though is, why not go ahead, put it out earlier in the year, get your production line ironed out. That way you have months leading up to the holiday. That way when you need everything to be running smoothly, you've had months in the background of logistics to keep things running smoothly through the holiday seasons, instead of, hey, guess what? Everyone's going to want this thing. We're putting it out right before Christmas or whatever, holiday you celebrate. If Seth Monsters, it gave them time to ramp up marketing and production before the holidays hit, so they actually have stock. Yeah, Seth, I love how me and you're on the same page a lot of the times. Like, I'll start saying something and you'll finish it, or you'll start saying something and I'll finish it. But no, there's no reason for these consoles to be releasing in October, November. No reason. There's no excuse. But anyways, back to the GameStop eBay thing. On cost reduction alone, eBay's diluted GAAP earnings per share from continuing operations would increase to 4.26 from 4.26 to 7.79 in year one. Beyond costs, blah blah blah. Following close, Ryan Cohen will serve as chief executive officer of the combined company. Oh, good for him. Led GameStop since 2021. Moved from $381 million net loss in 2021 to $418 million of net income in 20. Okay, GameStop. They finally put somebody in. They finally put somebody in charge over there that actually seems like they want the company to be profitable. That's why this is all news to me. Because like I said, I saw stuff on it on Twitter and whatnot, and my brain, I guess, crossed wires. But that's crazy. Sega Genesis came out August, Dreamcast September. Yeah. Well, see, back in the 90s, though, it was the wild, wild west. Like, people were just putting out anything. Like, the 80s and 90s, if you were a hardware manufacturer, or if you were a consumer electronics manufacturer, you were trying to get some type of plastic box in the living room. Period. But it's not like that now, because it's like, okay, you're either on PC, you're on Switch, you're on PlayStation, or you're on Xbox. Or, yeah, mobile to an extent, I guess. But I mean, who's really playing mobile like that? I mean, obviously, there are people that do, but it's like, it's not the majority. But, yeah. Communication may be deemed to be solicitation material in respect to the proposed transaction. Let's see, Seth Monsters, there were no game shows. Everything was introduced at CES. Well, see, and that's the thing. CES wasn't a public-facing event. It was for businesses, insiders, people, who's who, to rub elbows. And then E3 came along, but E3 wasn't even a consumer event. Wasn't Xbox introduced? I believe so. All I remember is The Rock was there, and yeah, The Rock was there. G4 TV was the best back then for coverage. See, I briefly had cable once I really got into gaming for like a year or two, and I watched a lot more. Well, not a lot more, but I really enjoyed when the Game Awards were on Spike TV. That was fun. I miss the Spike TV X gaming era that we had. Seth, of course, you would say that. But most of those people from G4, like Adam, what the heck, what the heck happened to him? It was like he had a mental snap. I think that was his name, Adam. Like I said, I remember enough about it to look back on it fondly, but I wasn't like, oh yeah, I watched Attack of the Show every week, or I watched this or that. Like, I can't even name the majority of the shows they had on there. Unless they were like right in front of me. But you know, G4 TV, if you think about it, was a stepping stone to YouTube and content creators. Because, I mean, think about it. What other channel was doing stuff like G4 TV was doing back in the day? Closest thing was Spike, and if you really wanted to stretch it, maybe MTV. But yeah, this GameStop thing looks like it's probably actually gonna go through. But yeah, what have you guys been playing? I want to hear from you guys. And anyone watching this after the fact, drop a comment. What have you been playing? You been playing Saros and getting your butt handed to you like me? Are you excited for Forza Horizon? You excited for the new Black Flag remake that comes out in July? Just, yeah, like I said, I've been playing Saros, and then I'll be starting this game tomorrow, if anybody's interested. Get some agua. See, Great Wall playing Prince of Persia: The Lost Crown and Xenoblade Chronicles 3 Future Redeemed DLC. Nice. Yeah, I was watching you play that Prince of Persia game last night. It actually looks kind of fun. It looks like a parkour heavy. Well, I mean, all the Prince of Persia games are parkour heavy, but it just looks like a fun, just go kind of game. Seth Monsters, you are not playing a new game. You are the resident Arc Raiders stan in the Discord. Like you are the Arc Raiders guy. You're grinding Kiln. You just said you were playing a new game called Arc Raiders, which that's a lie. I might give Kiln some more time this week as well. Bernie, like Colt is the Fallout guy. Yeah, exactly. Oh, you got Colt. Yeah, Colt, the Fallout guy. And then you got Red Wolf, the Starfield guy. You got Seth, the Arc Raiders guy. And then you got me, that's a diehard Forza Horizon guy. Which I'm hoping to put out a lot of content for Forza Horizon once it drops. Great Wall, Metroidvania game. It's very fun, but can be intense depending on the difficulty level you pick. There's like 5, but I'm on the standard difficulty level. Gotcha. Yeah, Kiln's fun. I think it's one of those games where if you jump into it by yourself and you're not playing with other people like that you can talk to, it kind of wears off quick. But you know, it's one of those classic party games where if you have people that you regularly play with and you get along with, you have a good time with, it's probably a fun game. But I literally played like 2 or 3 matches by myself, and I was like, it's okay. Like, I'm not saying it's bad, but it's just, it is what it is. It's good. It's okay. It's average, in my opinion. You know, if you really enjoy Kiln, cool, awesome. I'm happy you enjoy it. Subnautica 2 is on Game Pass. Yes, it's coming to Game Pass think it's the 14th. Pull up the Xbox app and look right now, just so I can give you all an accurate 14th. Okay, I thought so. Let me just, let's see here. I know it tells me. Where's the, oh wait. Alright, come on. Oh yeah, yep, the 14th. Let's see, 14th, yep. But yeah, y'all got anything else that y'all wanna, any other questions y'all have for me, or any things y'all want to talk about? Because that's about it for the news show. I think going forward for the news show, I'll probably try to shoot for an hour of actual news, and you know, we'll just kind of vibe, and whenever we feel like hopping off here, we'll hop off here. But that GameStop buying eBay, I'm wondering what is it called? The logic behind that, like the thought process as to why we should be doing this on their part. Yeah. Unless some other gaming news is dropped, that's all I got for this week. Repeal part, I now know. 1 second to type. No, yeah, Seth Monster's mixtape is not coming to Game Pass. But I have a feeling, since eventually The Artful Escape came to Game Pass, I have a feeling maybe there's a chance it'll come to Game Pass. See, Bernie, the billionaire of GameStop, see value. Yeah. Oh, yeah, I'm just like, that's the obvious reasoning. I'm just wondering if there's like an underlying like bonus, like, oh, hey, we actually get this too. That's pretty cool. See, I thought it was announced when introduced. It is Play Anywhere at least. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm curious to see. I think depending on where I get it, whenever I eventually do get it, I think it's going to be dependent on how well it runs, or how capable it is of running on the Steam Deck. Like if it's meh on the Steam Deck, I'll buy it on Xbox, use Play Anywhere, play it on PC, play it on console. So Grumpy Old Fart, it's for the second-hand video games that are sold on eBay. GameStop gonna have a cut on all that. That's my opinion. I can see that. That's actually, the green screen hates me. Why are we doing this green screen? I have to smack it. Oh, that just messed it all up. Dude, what is going on? You. Straight. Oh, wait. That's why. Dang it. Oh well, that's just how it is. I don't understand what green screen hates me. We don't get along very well. Let's see. The DRM for streaming might be a problem. Not DRM music rights. We can talk about why Seth should have gone with the 5090. There we go. Now we got the green screen where it should be. Finally. Honestly, for what Seth was trying to do, I'm a little surprised he didn't go with the 5090, because like for Seth, it makes sense for him because he's not just gaming. He's doing other stuff that would benefit from the extra horsepower that's under the hood of the 5090. But 5080 is solid. Like, the 5080 is no slouch. It's not like saying, oh, well, he got the 5080. It's not like saying, well, his options were a 5090 or a 5060, and he went with the 5060. No, he got a 5080. I'm slumming it. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. You're slumming it, Mr. 1440 250 FPS with frame gen. I agree. All the other things are why I was surprised. Yeah. Well, I mean, when you look at the price difference between a 5080 and a 5090, yeah, that right there is a barrier of entry alone. It's a hardship, yeah. See, I just wish I would have waited and got a 5080 instead of getting a 4080 Super, but me being me, I had to have it. And it was just like, right time, right place, right time, got it, and then like 2 months later, Nvidia's like, oh hey, we're putting out our 50 series cards. I'm like, really? That's what we're doing? Aggravating. You know what? See what's going on here. Okay, I don't know why. Dude, I don't know why this Twitter has this new thing where you can like do specific topics. I cannot tell you how many times I literally click on gaming and it's like I'll see a thing for an aquarium. I've seen a thing for what was the weird thing I saw yesterday? No. No, go back. What was it? It was some type of it was like some fast food ad or something. But I'm just looking to see if anything. Oh, Summer Games Fest got announced for June 5th. We can talk about that. Alright, so yeah, Summer Games Fest. Let's see. June 5th through the 8th. That's cool. And then tickets go on sale May 8th. Nice. Anyone else know about this? I know I saw Jeff Keighley posted something. What was it? Yeah, that's what it was. See what's next in games, and then obviously with the coloring and everything, Summer Games Fest. He has this weird like abstract colors mixed with like marbles theme that he likes to do for whatever reason. But yeah, that got announced 2 days ago actually, but I just now saw it today, so I guess it wasn't announced today. But yeah, I think that's gonna do it for this episode. I'm not gonna immediately jump off. I'll let y'all, say some final remarks before we end this thing. But other than that, yeah, this is episode 2 in the books. I appreciate all y'all for stopping by and making it what it is. And then, like in like 2 weeks, I'll have a show on Monday, and then I'll be co-hosting GNL with Ion Storm on Tuesdays. So I'll actually be putting my ring in the bucket for Podcast Tuesday finally. And then once I get the Mornin Sesh more, I guess, stabilized for lack of better terms, then I'm going to start doing a Saturday show as well at night. So Emperor Hound, glad I could catch you before heading to work, man. Great show. Hey, I appreciate that, Emperor Hound. Emperor Hound, are you still doing your Saturday streams? Because I don't think if you have, I have not gotten a notification for any of them, if you have. And I still owe you a thumbnail for, I didn't forget about that. I know I still owe you a thumbnail for Crimson Desert. I didn't forget about that. You'll be back to it this Saturday. Awesome. Well, in that case then, I will do my best to make sure you got a thumbnail before Saturday. I'll try to reach out to you sometime this week. Pick your brain, send you some samples, see what you like. But yeah, guys, we got all these games coming out this month, and then next month we get told what all else is coming out for the rest of the year, and then beginning of next year. Please, sir, take your time, man. No rush. Oh yeah, I don't. It's weird, like, sometimes I feel like I rush my thumbnails, but sometimes it's more of a, I just know what I'm going for, and I just go. But yeah, we'll get you set up. GTA 2027 or bust. GTA is coming out this year. Unless something drastic changes, I do not see GTA's release changing. Green screen, I need you to work for me, not against me. If that's possible. Come on. There we go. No. Oh, knucklehead. Stop. Alright. Anyways. Yeah. Let's see. Emperor Hound will do. Gotta head out soon, so I'll catch you later. Have a great one, man. Oh, also, before y'all leave, there is a new song dropping on the music channel. Probably 1 o'clock today. I forgot to do it before I posted this. I was trying to have it set up to go live, right as I was ending this. But anyways, it's a song inspired by Forza Horizon 6 and the Japanese culture. But yeah, don't forget to hit the like button on the way out. If you're new here, don't forget to hit subscribe. And you can catch this show 11 a.m. every Monday. And yeah, and you can catch me streaming randomly throughout the week. Just so again, subscribe to the channel, stay up to date. I try to post stuff on YouTube comments or YouTube posts on my channel. Let y'all know what's going on. If not, try to post stuff on Twitter and all the social media stuff. But I hope y'all have a great week and a great rest of your Monday, and I will catch y'all in the next show. Peace.
We'll be right back.